Alright, what's up guys? I'm back with another what if. And if you're wondering why am I doing what ifs this early, well, here's the thing. My family is gone. They went to the mall or somewhere. And I'm at my house alone, so I could either do my video today and people who are bored could watch my videos, or you guys could watch my videos tomorrow when you're probably not bored. So, I'm gonna take my chances and do a what if this early. Sorry. Alright, so let's get to the what if, am I right? Alright, so let's start off where I last left off. But Midoriya's father, he had transformed into a dragon and flew. And let's do a time skip. Not a time skip, a flashback. A few seconds before his father transformed and left. Midoriya's father basically, he went to the corner of, he went right there. Actually, I'm not, give me a second. He went, he was right there. And Midoriya was right there, leaning on the skull of that monster. And his father basically said in a loud tone, like, do you think that you're the only half-breed dragon? The only hybrid? And then Midoriya was like, he was grunting in pain because, he had scars on his chest and his arms and all that. Like, a few ribs were broken. His back was a little dislocated. Not dislocated, but yeah, it's kind of fucked up. His leg was stomped the fuck out. But Midoriya's father, he does have some injuries himself. Like, he has a big scratch on his chest, and a few other scratches on his arms, and a little bit above his stomach. And yeah. So yeah. Honestly, I don't remember what I made Midoriya. So 18%. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, seriously. I mean, I like the Heavenly Curse Mark too, but like, give Earth Curse Mark a chance. Like, what the fuck? Sorry, son of a bitch. Let's see. What is Midoriya gonna be for, what if there was Internal Dragon? Hero. Fuck! Alright, honestly, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna make some new what ifs. What if Deku was, and they're gonna be villain what ifs. What if Deku was Carnage? For sure. And what if Deku was cheated on? The ship is gonna be Urza because, yeah, Momo. I just realized the Momo's overused by a shit ton. And comment down below what you want this to be. Like, what curse mark do you want Midoriya to have? So yeah, back to the story. Am I right? Alright, yeah, let's get back to the story. So, wait a second. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm back, alright? Don't worry, I only went away for a good reason, a very good reason. I had to see this part of Hunter x Hunter. Badass fight, bro. Shit you not, dude. Alright, don't worry, I've seen Hunter x Hunter before, but it's just that this fight never gets old, so you know how it be though. So yeah. Alright. So yeah. Midoriya was thinking like only half-bred child, right? And so apparently Midoriya's gonna be a hero, by the way. So yeah. So he was walking through. He basically collapsed in the front of in this porch, As soon as he landed on his house, he collapsed due to the injuries that he got from his father. So, he collapsed on the porch, and then the next day, most of his injuries were healed. So, the scar on his chest, the scratch on his chest, the big ass scratch, was turned into a scar, and the rest of his injuries were turned into scars. The only injuries that were still there were the ones that the claw that went into his stomach that pierced whatever. So yeah, it just went deep into his stomach. So it's still healing a little bit from the point where it ended to the point where it began. So that's what it's healing from. So it's that one and another one on his pec, but like that one went deep too. And yeah. So basically, the next day, Midoriya looked at the time and he's like, "Oh shit, the provisional license is gonna happen, right?" So by the way, I'm probably gonna go to the USJR because I have something planned there. Nah, shit, whatever, fucking, why not? So basically, all right. So yeah, basically, Midoriya, he's gonna go to UA entrance exam, and then he's gonna participate in all the activities to join UA to be a hero. And Midoriya's father is like, why would you want to be with those filthy humans when he could be here? When he could be here with your own kind and shit. When he means by own kind, he means by there's some dragons still, but like they aren't important, or they are important, but like not yet. And the thing is, I'm not gonna tell you which dragons they are, like what elements, so you guys could guess or whatever. You know what? I'll put up a poll and I'll let you guys decide when the time comes. Alright? So no shadow dragon unless nah. Midoriya inherited his black hair from his father, nothing from Inko, just the only thing that he got from Inko was actually no nothing. He inherited nothing from Inko. Everything was from his father. His genetics, his DNA is from Inko, but his looks and physique is all from his father. Fucking white hole. Looks like a fucking hollow, I'm not gonna lie. But make the hole bigger. No homo intended. So basically, Midori went into the UA entrance exam, and he did the exam, and then he got 90 out of 100. He got 90 out of 300, so he placed 90. And then after that, he went to the practical exam, and then as soon as the doors opened, Midoriya went through so fast. He used his darkness, and then he shot like a concentrated dark ball from his hand. It works like fire, but it's more dark, and like it doesn't burn. It just explodes or something. Yeah, explodes. Yeah. So he threw a fireball basically, and then I hit a robot, which destroyed that robot, which exploded like two other robots. So Midoriya's gotten up, like the fights don't really matter here. So Midoriya at this point, it's been like 30 minutes later. So Midoriya has actually it's been 10 minutes later. Midoriya has up to 120 points, and then that's when the fucking zero pointer happens. I know you're probably like, why does the zero pointer come out this late and not like this early? Well, here's the thing. I want to get this shit over with, and I want to make it make sense. Midoriya is a powerful dragon, so it's not gonna take him 30 minutes to get 120 points. No. So yeah, and I'm gonna be doing some stuff. Actually, it's not important. So yeah, fuck. Sorry if I'm cussing too much. I'll try to keep it down or take it down a notch. let's see. Alright, Zero Pointer comes up. Midori transforms into like a big ass dragon. Shoots a big ass fireball from from his mouth and destroying the whole entire Zero Pointer. And I'm gonna say a building fell, so it made a massive smoke cloud which covered Midoriya. But when Midoriya shut off the beam, it basically cleared the smoke, and Midoriya de-transformed very quickly. So he looks like this now, and Midoriya's gonna get this tattoo. Yeah, he's gonna get that tattoo later, like somewhere among this. And so yeah. And Midoriya, he passes, he goes to the house. Actually, no, he's walking to his house, and then he sees a tattoo store. So he goes in. He says, "Can you get me like that tattoo, or do get like fucking whatever? Can you fucking do that tattoo on me?" Dude says yes. Gives Midoriya a tattoo. This one. And yeah, this is Rogue, by the way. If you don't know who this is, it's Rogue from Fairy Tail. Pretty cool dude, I guess. He's a Shadow Dragon Slayer. His little cat, whatever it's called, it is forgot. Yeah, sorry. All right, so this is what ends up happening. All right, this is what happened. An hour later, Midori comes out because it takes some time for the tattoo to get ready or get done, finished. Midori gets out. He has a bandage over him and a wrap. Yeah. He comes out. He starts walking towards his house, and then he gets there. He sits down. That's it. Time skip 2 weeks later. Midori goes to UA. He's wearing the UA uniform, and he gets to the school, and he if you're thinking I'm rushing this, yeah, I am rushing this so I could get to the good parts. So, yeah. 12 minutes. Fuck. Alright. I'm probably gonna make this like 30 to 40 minutes long. Maybe. So Midoriya, he goes to school, and Aizawa comes out of the fucking underneath the desk and comes out of his little bag, and he calls everybody out. He's like, "Hey yo, shut the fuck up and go outside." Midoriya stands up, walks up to Aizawa, basically grabs Aizawa by the collar and like pushes him against the the whiteboard, and he's like, "You disrespect me again." I'm kidding. Midoriya stands up, gets out of the class, goes to the locker room, changes, and all right, you know what? Just because I feel bored of making Midoriya always a 13-incher. I'll make it a little more interesting for those of you. Basically, they're gonna do a physical exam. So the female teachers with the female students, and the male teachers with the male students. So basically, this is how it works. All right. Basically, as soon as when they're gonna do a physical test, this is how it's gonna work. You go into the locker room, and the locker room is pretty big, so it's got like. Sorry. Alright. Sorry. Uh. Fucking. Alright, yeah. So physical. So basically, the physical is you go into the locker room, and like the locker room, you have to take off your clothes. That's how it works. And like they check to see if you're like on like steroids or whatever, like just like on quirk enhancement drugs and all that, just to check to see like there won't be any imposters impersonating you. You know how like that shit happens, right? So they check your foot size, they check everything. They check to see if you have like a third mole or a third eye, like a third nipple, or like just shit like that. So basically they're checking Midoriya out, and they say like Aizawa tells President Mike to like check down like black hair. Hold on, doorbell. All right, so how to get the doorbell. My family came back basically, so now I have to do a what if outside. I'll be more focused though, so yeah. Alright. So the physical is when they check every single part of your body to see, like, do measurements to see how tall you are, to see how, to see how much muscle you have on you and all that, Yeah. And, yeah. So, Midoriya's the first one to come in, so, basically, Aizawa calls him Midoriya. He puts on some gloves. Aizawa puts on some gloves, doctor gloves, to like not get anything on your hands and pass it on to yourself. No. So Aizawa puts on those gloves. So does President Mike. He has a pen and a board, a clipboard, to do all the information. And Aizawa tells Midoriya to Midoriya at this point he's wearing some shorts and underwear, of course, but not yet. Not check. So basically, So Aizawa tells Midoriya to stand next to the height measurement, to check his height. Midoriya stands in front of it, and basically, they check his height, and he's 6'3". He's 6'3". 6'3". Alright, and, they tell him, they do measurements. No. They tell him to step on a plate. They check his weight. He is 190. He is 190. Yeah. 170. He's 170. That's how much he weighs. And they tell him to take off his nah. They tell Midoriya to go into this room. To go into the room next door with a divider right there in front of with them. And Midoriya basically pulls out his pecker and he has to measure himself. And and they even give him the clipboard, so Midoriya on that part he puts 15 inches. Yeah. And they even check up on his DNA to see if he has anything wrong with his DNA, like he has AIDS or something. But since he's a dragon, he can't catch AIDS, HIV, or anything that's sexually transmuted and shit, transferred. And he basically heals from anything, even HIV, AIDS, and crabs. Yeah, all that. So he heals from anything but seriously bad injuries like slashes to his chest, throat, or anything like that. He'll die. And Midoriya's father still doesn't like the fact that Midoriya's father doesn't like Midoriya, not a lot. There's 25% resentment towards Midoriya and 50% whatever, I don't care. 25% of oh, I care about all my children. And yeah, if you caught that, you caught that. If you didn't catch that, you didn't catch it. Remember, if you caught that, you caught that. If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it. All right. So, yeah, Midoriya, he didn't notice it because he wasn't really paying attention. And the other 30 was wait, fuck, I lost myself. 50% is whatever, I don't care. 20% is resentment. 30. I said alright. 30% left. There's 30% left. 30% is he cares about some children or his children. Yeah, I guess I think that's what I said. He cares about all his children the same. Yeah, if you caught that, you caught that. If you didn't, cool. So yeah. So Midoriya, he writes down on the pad. They check his weight, they check his blood, they check everything about him. And as soon as the President Mike gets the fucking clipboard, he's checking through shit, and he sees the incher pincher right there, the how much a dude is, and fucking his jaw drops. Aizawa was like, "What is this?" He takes the fucking clipboard, he looks at it, he's like, "Fuck it now, man." He's like, "Son of a bitch, another one." I'm just kidding, not another one. Midoriya and his father, basically, dragons are born with dragons. They're better than humans in every way. So yeah. And yeah. Alright, so Midoriya exits out there, he puts back on his shorts. He was wearing his underwear, but he wasn't wearing shorts. He put back on his shorts, and then he exited. And then, yeah, everybody else got the same shit. And then after everybody got their tests done and shit, like, they're getting checked now. Their blood tests are being checked in a lab. And now they're on to the fitness shit, the quirk examination. So, Midoriya gets called up first to throw the ball. Midoriya, he engulfs his arm in he basically grabs onto the ball.
Hey, when are you gonna get better? If you're always on the...
Alright, so I'm gonna have to make this video short as fuck, so yeah, I hope you guys don't get mad. It's probably gonna be like an hour long. Alright, so yeah, basically they do the test. Midoriya engulfs, he gets the ball, he engulfs his hand with shadows. He pulls the shadows from corners of the buildings and shit, where there's trees covering. He pulls the darkness. So how that works is Midoriya doesn't take the shadows to the point where they literally have no shadow and shit. No. Midoriya just takes the shadow to the point where it is less dark in there. So like it gets to the point where it's a little dark in there, but not too dark, not compared to what it was before. So yeah, he does that, and he gets so much darkness that it literally covers, like, engulfs his arm or hand in shadows. So he throws the ball, and then the shadow basically, like, takes the ball far, far away. He gets about 800 meters. Actually, no, plus his super strength as a dragon. That's gonna be at least like 1,200. Yeah, yeah. So he gets 1,200. The speed test, he gets a 2.3. The grip test, he crushes it. And for the side to side lunges, he gets second place. And for the jump test, he gets first place by using the shadows to he literally just jumps up in the air with super strength, which takes him halfway, but he uses his wings on his back to kind of flap. He pulls them out, and then he just starts flying a little bit. He uses the wings and he flaps them one time, and it takes him pretty far. So yeah. And damn. And Midoriya gets second and first place all rounds. So yeah. So that's the end of that day. The lunch arc, same shit happens. Yeah. Yeah, the same shit happens. And honestly, if I already covered all this in my last video, I'm kind of fucked up right now. But I'll do a redo. So yeah. Fuck. Alright, yeah, sorry. Alright, so yeah, the lunch arc happens. Midoriya uses his shadows to climb on the roof and get to the exit sign, and he yells out, "Look outside!" They all look outside, and that's it. So, the heroes versus villain arc. All right. So basically, Bakugo, he has been a douche to Midoriya most of the times, and Midoriya, dragons are like they have anger issues. And if you're wondering when I'm gonna bring in Hawks, just give me a minute. Alright, so Midoriya gets to class, and then all of a sudden, female Hawks and all might come in. And, they're talking. They're like, oh, what's up, students and shit, Midoriya don't catch them feelings yet until he sees her back when she turns around. He sees the wings, and, he's like, fuck you now, man. He's like, hell yeah, bro. I call dibs. And, Midoriya has anger issues due to the fact that he's a dragon. So, yeah. Yeah. He has anger issues due to the fact that he's a dragon. So, if you were to do something that he doesn't like, he'll take it extra hard and he'll, like, beat your ass. So, yeah. And, basically, they go to the fucking field. It's basically the same teams, except it's Kirishima and Midoriya versus Bakugo and Ida. So, they do that. The fight begins like this. Midoriya goes inside. He tells Kirishima to wait outside. Midoriya takes all the shadows as he's walking deeper up the stairs. He's taking the shadows from the building because he turned off the panel. Because he literally transformed his arm a little bit into like a claw. So, he ripped off the panel and like literally tore off all the power lines. So, it's like dark in there. So, like, each step Midoriya's taking, he's taking shadows from every corner. So, he finally sees Bakugo. Bakugo tries to sneak up on Midoriya, but Midoriya's smart, and he has super senses, super smell, super speed, and yeah. And by the way, most of Class 1A are virgins. Actually, not all Class 1A, they're not virgins, sorry. They are not virgins. And Midoriya basically, like, ducks underneath Bakugo's attacks, punches Bakugo in the stomach with only 5% of the power that he has stored in it, sending Bakugo flying through a wall and breaking his back and breaking ribs. Unconscious now. And Midoriya has a bun on his hair now, by the way, I forgot to mention it, but he has a bun. And yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna end the video really soon. I'll play some Call of Duty. And, yeah, so he goes up to Ida. Ida runs on Midoriya, uses reciprocal burst. Midoriya opens his mouth and grows a snout. And he catches Ida's kick and, like, breaks his leg. And then Midoriya basically, like, just fucking yeets that man. Ida goes sent flying. His helmet's not on, by the way, so he crashes into a wall, gets a concussion, done. Gets out to the picks up Ida and Bakugo, and, he goes to the camera place. He drops them, he walks up to Hawks, he's like, hey, yo, what's up? What up, mama? He's smooth with the words, of course, he inherited that from his father, so he's a player. So, Hawks is blushing, and by the way, she's a virgin, so it's going to be important later on in the series, but if I forget, sorry. So that's where I'm leaving it off. I know I said I was going to go further, but I'm sorry.